Hi, hello, welcome back to today's my PPT presentation. I am Mishateja from CSC. Today my topic is about mother tongue influence in English. This PPT consists of what is in English, introduction, mother English influencing and its effects, and objective of the study, methodology, results and discussion and conclusion. English is a language originally the language of a people of Poland. Today, the English is the main language of UK, Iran, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and more than the 50 other countries. Worldwide, there are over 400 billion native speaking of English and over a 1 billion more people speaking that as a second language. English is probably the third language in terms of number of native speaking or speakers, and probably the most widely spoken language on the planet taken into account native and the native speakers. English is sometimes described as a world language or a global lingua franca. It is world's most widely used language in the international business and telecommunication, newspaper, books, etc. English uses a right system based on the classical Roman letters and it consists of 26 alphabet letters. Introduction. The role of mother tongue is a second language into the two ways with one of school of thought clamping that the mother tongue is useful in the second learning and the other calling as interfere influence, whereas the theories abounded which claims that the language learning that a user acquires or applies in case of a mother tongue helps them in the SLA of as the apply the best possible strategies. Other leading thinkers in the field was Lado in 1957, who believed that the language learners unconsciously utilizes the knowledge of the mother tongue in the SLA process. This may be in the form of a rule where the acceptance of a rule or set of rules are as equal relevance in the target language in rejecting the same. Thus, therefore, the mother tongue positive in SLA negative differs. Negativity transfers is easier to isolate as it causes the second language users to make errors in the target language users. This is an important observation of skills in 2015. English is taught as a foreign language. Mother tongue influence and its effects. It has been established on the basis of a review of literature carried out so far that there are prominent mother tongue effects on the learning a foreign language. Similarly, the mother tongue influence on the learning English as foreign language would be overruled. The language is said to be universal, so these matters are not excluded in the situation of Arabic only, but also in the all languages. As a matter of fact, ELE learning lacks of environmental ex- which is why learning the first language. This means that the English language as foreign language has more problem that results in the large number of performance errors using in the foreign language. Objectives of study. These studies therefore the aims to examine the negative influence of Arabic or grammatical aspects written by EFL learners at the University of Bishma. Identify the challenges and the difficulties faced by the EFL learners becomes of a negative influencer of their L1. Shows to what extent the negativity influences of Arabic affects using the grammatical aspects by the EFL Learners University of Bishar. Methodology. The current study comprised 120 participants from almost the EFL students. At the Department of English, University of Bishar, all the universities had least 7 years of exposure of the formal classrooms ELA training, and the most of the students could write their required essay while few students could not fulfill their conditions to the tasks. Resultant discussion. The findings of the study are presented in the following sections. An analysis of a data collected from EFL learners at University of Bishar showed the mother tongue did indeed the influencing of EFL learners' writing skills in many aspects. The most significant setback to English writers in their cases was suffered by their application of the English language. The research classified as occurred of a positive and negative MD influence from the writing samples and tabulated them from the graphical representation in graph 1 below. And the articles are negatively influenced with the gross percentage of 82 and positive influenced the percentage of 18. The negative influenced L1 of users of particles learning writing to the difference between the English and the other language. Conclusion. The date over the influence of L1 of a SLA is going on 1. This shows that the language learning process is a dynamic one and outcomes may not always be predictable. Similarly, undecided is when how much of L1 is good to use in L2 classrooms. For the second and foreign languages, each the language classroom is newly experienced. It is also the one teacher that cannot innovate and impress you the strategies of most suitable English day each day. However, the current study have ample demonstration of one fact: when learning transfers the knowledge from one language to another language. Thank you.